Good morning, you beautiful people. So it is obviously colder than usual, and I wanted to see if I could find a way. But I'm just struggling with the gate here quickly. Morning, sheepies. To keep the chickens alive. And so last night I came into the coop, and they were all huddled up, and couldn't find a way to unhuddle them, and there were also 3 mice in the coop, which is terrible. I mean, how do they get in here through the parrot wire? But I decided that the industry probably knows best, and so I placed them back in the box that they came in. Now this is obviously not a long-term solution. I decided that they will most likely be the happiest in the box that they came in. They actually look really happy, and so I took them out. I placed them in the box. What's nice about this box, I assume, is designed in such a way that it won't be crowded, as crowded as to kill one another, but still crowded enough to keep each other warm. And so that is the method behind my madness. I'm going to take them out again as if it's just their first day. Give each of them a drink of water, and that is night 1 done. Night 2, we might be able to get away with the box again tonight, but in a couple of days the box will no longer suffice, and then we'll have to make another plan. Let me take them out quickly. The good thing is we didn't see any more mice. There's some that we killed last night. They are all happy now. Then maybe put the box. You know what? I'll just leave the box there. Yeah, happy chookies. Come boy, some water there for you. Those ones have discovered the food already. Ones in the back have discovered the food already. Great success. Alright, so this is happening with the mulch. You can see how nice and thick it is. We are prioritizing the areas that we're gonna plant in the future. This line, food forest line. Lots of bankrupt bush. What's the one that smells so strong? I'm smelling one. This thing. There's one that smells very, very strong. I wonder what that is. Funky plants coming up everywhere. Right, but adding this amount of mulch obviously doesn't come without its own problems. It's very difficult to work between it. If I want to, for instance, plant a tree in there, then I would have to remove all the mulch and plant it. It's not like I can just scrape it to the side. So that's going to become a difficulty. But other than that, I can't really see any negatives. It would be interesting if you guys can point out some negatives. I think if this was on a swale, that would have been quite cool as well on contour. But we've been working now with the sun rather than the contour. We've decided to place it directly north-south like that, and the contour runs basically like this. So it's an experiment. Everything is an experiment. It remains to be seen if we're making a mistake. I don't think so. Somebody said as long as you have enough mulch, then the swales doesn't matter. So we'll be adding mulch and mulch and mulch and mulch to this food forest, and hopefully we'll never have any runoff anyway. Right, so this is a good sign. Enzo, kom help gou. Good morning, Wayne.
Morning.
What weird and wonderful things do we have here today? Lekker. Gate. You feel stupid when you finish a roof and then you leave one plate. And these guys, we've got a surprise for these guys. I'll show you that to you quickly. So the very first thing we need to do, Benji, just hold on a second. Benji, wacht. Is to drill holes through the pipe and then you cut it at 600 millimeters. So we finished cutting them all into 600 millimeter pieces. We made a jig of where, more or less, where to drill from the bottom, and then we'll leave the top 10 centimeters or so open. Don't drill that, that's the piece that's going to be above the mulch. Right, so I quickly want to show you, we are planting the citruses next to the fence for zone 1, and we made these little pipes 60 centimeters long, 600 millimeters. Drilled some holes up the side, and then we have a cap. We cap it on one side. We'll be placing this into the root zone. We will mix, Enzo, you can come and mix the compost and the sand so long and add that to the hole. And then we also had different opinions on how big a hole should be. So some people believe that you should just plant it deep and then the roots will go into the soil. And some people believe that you should make a meter by a meter hole. The people that says you should just plant it straight into the soil says, listen, if you plant it this way, the way we do it almost, you'll make it a glorified pot. The roots will never grow out. So we made the hole a little bit smaller, first to save on labor and time, and second to see if we can't get the roots out into the distance a bit faster. So we fill the hole up with a mix of compost and sand. This is what that looks like. Okay. And we cut the bag open. You can keep filling in, it's fine. Hey, there's a red wiggler here. Earthworm, fantastic. This one has got earthworms already included, which is grand. Break the root bulb up a little bit, not too much, so just a little bit like that. I think that's fine. Okay, Lucky, bring the water. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just chuck it all in. Maybe bring one more wheelbarrow for us. Lucky is the bearer of water. Lucky, are you winning? And then while Lucky is quickly filling the up, quickly want to show you what we're doing. So this is the last guy that arrived this morning. Gift somewhere now, but he's tying this fence quickly to that. I'll show you a bit later how we move the big tractor. That is the last missing piece. On the side, if you pan around a little bit, there is glass panels that we found yesterday, and there next to that table there's a piece of glass wedged in there, so we need to build a frame for that later as well. That we want to use on the sides of Wally's sunroom there. Okay, Lucky, okay, let's see. Okay, so Enzo just arrived with the next load of compost. Enzo, you can dump it in. You can see we've placed the pipe already, and so Yeah, that you don't want to happen. Okay, just move the pipe to the correct position again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, spread the compost out. Okay, wait. Okay, wacht eers, Lucky. Mag gou. Just spread these ones. Okay, and then the other thing that we have is this tree starter. So of that we place in 2 hands all over the hole. That's basically a mix of minerals and chicken manure and composted chicken manure and things like that. Okay, now you can place this tree next to the pipe for me, please, Enzo. Now just pick it up with your hands. Just place it right here. There you go. Okay, and now you can fill it up with compost. Looky, you can add those ones as well, yeah. Looky, take your shovel and put those compost here. So you'll see the first time we'll add loads and loads of water. This is probably 200 liters of water going in here. Looky. Okay, that's fine. You can put it in the wheelbarrow first. Okay, just hold this for me. Just hold it straight quickly. So we are actually building on an old compost heap, so we're going to use some of that compost as well, or digging into an old compost heap. There was a chicken run here. You can see there's some blueberries growing from when they were eating blueberries, and we had a whole heap of compost here that we've added charcoal to, and that over the years the termites have taken some things and they brought up other things, and so this is a heap of termite compost, I would almost call it. And so how this pipe works is once it's planted, you can open the cap, add your pipe in there, and then you see this water squirting out here. That the same will happen underground, in theory. So you water the whole root zone. That's the idea. Once you're done with that, just add the cap back up, so no debris and things goes in there. This is a very fancy system. In the olden days, we would just take a piece of off-cut pipe, put that in there, and then if you really want it to be fancy, put a old bean can over the top to keep things from falling in. But so rarely things fall in that it's not necessarily necessary to put a cap on. It's just us being a bit fancy. Okay, Lucky, bring that. All right, one more and we're done. Right, and there you've got a little citrus tree planted. Now we'll do that one, and we'll do that one. So the next scene is going to be a bit graphic. If you're a bit sensitive to meat and animals that passed away, please don't have a look. Just skip maybe 5 minutes ahead. So the story is the friend of mine that has got that heap of rotten grass. He called me and he said, listen, I need to push on your button. And normally I communicate with his father. He lives far away. And I need to push on your buttons. We had 2 kudus fighting last night, and they died while fighting. And so I want you to go and collect the meat and harvest that. Okay, guys. I told the guys they must just sit on the bucket quickly until we're done. So it is a bit graphic, but this is what it looks like. You can see there the horns are still tangled into one another, and that is a wound there, and so this one probably broke his neck. Do you think we're going to be able to load both at the same time?
Yeah.
Or one?
One, I think so.
One. Okay, let's do one, and then yeah, they're already stiff. So I'm gonna load them. I'm gonna video this, and then I'll maybe put up a poll and ask how many people want to see the loading process, etc. How graphic does the video need to be? So we'll see what gets into the video and what doesn't. So they lock there and lock there. That's why. So we need to pull it this way to get it out. Straight to the front. Yeah, it needs to come this way. It needs to. You're not listening to me. The kop moet hierdie kant toe kom. The head needs to come this way. It's air escaping from the body that's making that sound.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the idea. I'll blast it with this to be quite honest.
Lockdown. Game over.
Free. That you get them free. Okay, let's put one on. Incredible horns, eh? Incredible trophies. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez. Papa.
That one is one, two, one,
That's
two,
four.
3, 4.
He's the oldest.
Yeah.
They probably fight. We're not gonna eat fought,
No, we're not gonna eat this.
and they probably fought for a place in the herd.
Yes.
Mika, kom pas saam met my na die kar toe. Ek wil van my foon gaan haal en dan neem jy so. Ja, want ek het 'n boks op. Ja, los. Ek kan net sommer my foon vat.
Ja, dan
daar rol ons om die kant dan by hier.
So right now behind me, we are loading 2 Kudu bulls that was fighting one another. And I want to know how much details of that I should publish in tonight's movie. Should I leave dead animals out? Should I publish the reality of the Namibian bush? There is one that's been loaded, and the other one I'm not going to show now. So right now behind me, we are loading 2 Kudu bulls that was fighting one another. And I want to know how much details of that I should publish in tonight's movie. Should I leave dead animals out? Should I publish the reality of the Namibian? So just for interest sake, this is the same camp that we always see the giraffes in. There's also very expensive game in here called swart-wit pens or sable. It's about the price of my car. So we're lucky that it wasn't some of them that died. And then the camp is about 300 hectares. So we're very lucky that the animals chose to die next to the road, right next to the fence, next to the road, which made it much easier to load, because otherwise we would have had to drag them out of the bush to get them close to the road. These bushes aren't necessarily in such a way that you can just, you know, go and you know, drive in and select. You can see the invasive bush there on the right hand side. That's quite a difficult thing to just pull in. Pas op net hierdie horing, sien jy?
Nee, ja.
Pas op die horing sien.
Paarden nie.
Okay, is julle reg? 1, 2, 3. Het my is lekker swaar die ding, né? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, amper steek ek jou met die asse gaai. 1, 2, 3. Assai. Okay. Hy sal fyn wees, hy sal fyn wees. Is reg. Right. Hou hom vas. As jy wil af, trek maar nog as jy wil. Is reg? As jy bang kry. I just want to put the last bit in so it doesn't slip off while we're driving. Right, let's go. So, Mika and I, hello there Mika. We were processing meat until now, but this is our road home. I thought this was very beautiful and I wanted to share this with people. You can see there's rain there in the distance, and if we get rain, all of our chickies will probably die. But still, very interesting. We'll keep on processing that meat tomorrow. Put them in little packs. I couldn't video that part. That meat was very much damaged, and so it was very bloody. But for now, that's going to be the end of my story. I hope you have a wonderful night. Go on, cultivate with care, with kindness, and I will see you tomorrow.